something happened. I had set it up on a different live, but for some reason it just did not. It would not load. So I had to click out of that and start a different live. But we're gonna get some stuff done. I don't want to be sitting too long. Hey, Ashlyn. What up, Jerrielle? Chelsea. Greetings, everyone's. How are y'all doing? It's my mama's birthday. Birthday. It's my mama's birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday to mama. Birthday. Child, had to stop and get me some coffee real quick. Tinkle. And then do these horoscopes because I have grown to know I love to do them when I'm moving around on the road, but sometimes the reception don't be an allowance of it. So I had to decide to pull over. Yehuda had been on my head about it so much this rising, and I was like, Yehuda, I'm going to be in this car for 27 hours. It is going to get done on this trip. He was like, but I know you like to do them in a rising, and I'm like, I do. We gonna do it. And so I was talking to Malika for a couple hours on the phone while I was driving, and then she was like, oh, it is 10:57. You need to be doing the horoscopes. And I'm like, Yehuda sent you, didn't he? Yehuda sent you, didn't he? Like, yeah. So here we are. He talking about something. Don't forget the ding dings. We're not gonna forget the ding dings. Are y'all ready? Your birthday is tomorrow. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Cosmic TJ. LaDonna Cooper. What's going on, daughter of Oya? What up, Mitra Teet? Let's go. What up, Ty? Kiva, Natasha Brown, and Lauren B, and Jonique, Empress Lotus, Molly Miles. Let's go, y'all. What up, Derek? Hey, tap in. Greetings, mods and family and everybody alike. I also called Marshall Lee for her mom's birthday because her birthday is today. And guess what they was doing? And I wanted to do it all week and I didn't do it. But guess what they doing? On her mama's birthday, because her mom's birthday is today too. They is at bingo. They is at bingo. Run it up, run it up. All right. Well, I can't go to bingo. I wanted to go the other day. I started to go, but I didn't get to. So we just go right. We just gonna get into it, okay? Ding 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 ding. Greetings and gratitudes, family. I'm about to say we about to do bingo. No, we're not. We about to do horoscopes. We're about to get into the horoscopes for December 2022, right before the new year, family. So we're going to get into our last month of the year. Let's see what the remainder of the year holds for us, shall we? Great. All right, we're going to start with Sagittarius, because in honor of the birthdays, okay, Saggies, let's see where we're going. Huh? All right. You are so petty. Why do you like this ding, ding, ding? He's saying some. Well, you saying your prayer, so now you got to do the ding, ding again. Okay. I got to say my prayer. Greetings and gratitude. Hey to Tetron. What's going on? Okay. Let's get into it. Ding 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 ding. All right, let's see. Yehuda says, stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Think it all over. Right now, you got to stop and think about some things, Sagittarius, before some things go crashing down. This is a great day for you. This is a good moment for you. Never mind what the weather is, but listen. You got to stop and think about some things, and put some things into perspective, because the road that you want to take may not be the road that is open for you or open to you. So you have to start to think about some things and live differently, live out loud, but also be cognizant and conscious about what you're setting into the environment, what you're setting into the atmosphere. So for there is a Sagittarius that it may be like one of the risings or something. I don't know much about this. So there may be like a rising or something that also connects with a Scorpio, okay? Spirit says Graves' disease. Like whatever you're trying to figure out, whatever is causing like this illness, and they're telling you that you cannot, they don't know what's happening. Like they need to look at Graves' disease, okay? It's something that's going on inside of the body that would resemble something else, but I feel like it's Graves' disease, okay? So have your physician look at that, okay? So that would be for a Sagittarius that's also connected inside of the Scorpion energy, like one of the moon, the risings of something. Let's not forget we're still in the energy of the full moon as well, okay? Sagittarius, let's go. Dump the dead weight. Break free from all of these things that's been like plaguing you inside of your existence. Don't worry about the situation or the issue with the brother, whatever that is. Maybe sister, but I want to say sibling, but there's something I need to reference like the brother. Even if that is not biological and that's just someone that you consider as a brother for you, Saggy. Like, get rid of that energy, like cut it off, even if you're cutting it off for just right now, because there's something that's very hindering about it. Spirit says reassess the investment. Don't go in there blinded. Don't go in there just head first without, really looking at some things. I almost feel like some of your investments or whatever this business deal or transaction is would also connect to that brother energy or whatever that is. So like some of you Saggies need to reassess and relook at some things. Don't go overboard. Don't get in over your head. Because I feel like some of the Sagittarius have taken on a little bit too much. And they don't want you to bite off more than you can chew. Whatever that additional bill is, let's hold off for right now. Let's relook at that in February to adding that bill to whatever it is that you're trying to do, okay? My eyes keep looking like they're a different color to me. I can't tell. Look like they're going in and out or something. I also feel like there's going to be some sort of, for my singles, there's some sort of love interest that gets sparked in you. And great to you. Also, with that, don't jump in just head first either. Let's make sure that we're taking a look at all of the options and go in slowly. Doesn't have to be anything serious, Sagittarius, but whatever the love interest is, let's just take a look at it and let's move on that kind of slow. Let's not just go full throttle. Even if we decide to go in a sexual aspect of it, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be heavy, you know. For some of my coupled up Sagittariuses, I feel like a few of you are in relationships with Sagittariuses, and for some of those, I need to say, breaking free is not always what is what you need. Sometimes you need to work things through first and then step back, get rid of the issue, then step back and see where you are inside of the dynamic of the relationship, Sagittarius. Sometimes you have to do that before you can do anything else, before you can move forward or further. Because sometimes some decisions need to be made, and it's not always just about walking away from something. Heard you on that. Because Spirit says, you never know. Blink twice and that thing may be gone anyway, you know? So, finances, Saggies, finances. Again, don't jump head first into anything. Right now, you need to be sitting and stacking your money, because money kind of feels like it's going down, like it's in a downward spiral, just like a lot of the other zodiacs, you know, like I keep wanting to say Scorpio, and I'm feeling that, and Pisces, Libra, in Aquarius. But I feel like some Cancers, but not all. Okay, but don't worry. I want to say to the Cancer, to the Aquarius, and to the Scorpio, things are going to be coming up, but we'll come back to it shortly. Saggy, Spirit says, have fun. Happy birthday to you. Also, you are so petty, to about some Grand Rising at www.grandrising.com. Okay, don't forget the S is a 5. Also, before I let the Sagittariuses go, Yehuda keeps saying, stop being ludicrous about the problem, or stop being ludicrous about this issue. Meaning, he says, just because you can't prove it doesn't mean it didn't happen. He says, stop being ludicrous, okay? Cancer. Spirit says things are showing up to you in real time. It's about you defining what that means for you, defining your next step, defining what your decisions are. Showing up with real greatness and putting some of the other situations to rest. Sometimes things have to come back up and be regurgitated, Cancers, in order for you to put things to bed, okay? Some of you have old love interests also that will be coming back up, that can be put to bed one more time, final. I almost feel like some of you Cancers are being watched by some old lovers. Like, okay. Some of you are being watched by some old lovers and really have convinced themselves that they may have an opportunity for a second chance or time around. Put it to bed. Get rid of it. Don't even acknowledge it or go into it. Some things need to be put to bed and not in the bed, okay? Just saying. For some of the Cancers that are trying to move, Yehuda keeps saying that the move will happen. Be patient. Some of you are not looking to move until like mid-February, come March. And then some of you will be getting approved for some funding or some loans or something like that. I want to say around June or August, between June, July, August, some of those months. There'll be some loans and some approval of some funding around those times. Let me stretch out. I don't know what Cancer connects to the M name, like Maddie, Madeline. But Spirit says you're breaking your back for what? You're breaking your back for what? Cancers, stop breaking your back for people that are not breaking their back for you, okay? What about Pisces? They're my own Pisces? What about them? Don't do me. What about a Pisces? I'm doing Cancers. And I'm on number 2, which is Cancers, okay? When I get to Pisces, I'll be at Pisces. Gratitude. Show up differently to for the person that asked about that. I asked about it. Spirit said, show up differently. And then things will start to show up differently to you. You are your own problem. Okay? Okay. So you ain't got to wait for Pisces. Now, Spirit showed up to you. Okay? Cancer. Obedience has paid off and will continue to pay off. Spirit says, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Somebody had called and it broke up the sound. So, Spirit says obedience has paid off for you. And it will continue to pay off. Cancer. It'll continue to pay off if you are continuing to follow what you're supposed to do. Some of you need to get into your spiritual work and doing your meditation and going into the altar and really sitting with self. Some of the Cancers need to sit with self a little bit. Excuse me. Spirit says once things have been answered for you, don't return back to that. Don't return back to that. When things have been answered, leave it where it's at, in the altar room, on the altar, okay? Now, going to some of the other Cancers where things have been kind of falling off, I need to say to you, Cancer, like some of you has set the table to the bullshit that showed up this last few weeks. You set the table to that. And so now it's going to be up to you on how you clear that table off or what you choose to do inside of those situations. Because some of you set the table and made it okay for people to, one, show up to you like that. And two, you gave it the okay for the situation to proceed inside of the way it has been proceeding for the last few weeks. You need to bite the bullet and stand up and say and do what it is that you need to say and do. And then put that shit to bed and move forward, because only you know how much more you can take or what you're going to stand for. Okay? So for my singles, Cancer, for my single Cancer, Spirit says live and let live. Ain't nobody worried about who you betting, as Yehuda likes to say, betting. Nobody is worried about who you betting. Don't be worried about who somebody else is betting. If you have not made a commitment to someone, Cancer, y'all are in a situationship, my love. Don't even take it too seriously. Don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to. You need to just refocus and do you, Cancer, to my singles, to my ones that's in relationships. Remember, no judgments. Just allow them to be them. And kind of accept things, but not always have to accept them fully. Like, it's okay to be vocal and say your opinion, but allow your spouse to be themselves. And if it's something that you want to be changed, then there's a separate conversation that needs to take place. If that is not uniquely who that person is, you know. So if y'all get around friends and your husband, he likes to be the life of the party, and you're kind of a quiet, sit back kind of person, stop trying to make him be a quiet, sit back kind of person. That's not who he is. Okay? Shine a light on your spouse. Allow your spouse to shine, because that's okay. Communication is the key. Financial for Cancer. Spirit says down and up, down, up, up, up. So there's a little wavering in there, but ultimately, towards the end of January, there's going to be a up, up, you know. Like, I feel like it's going to, for December going into January, I feel like it's going to be a up. And then, I don't want to say necessarily like down, but like maybe we need to purchase some things, but we don't spend all of our money. And then it comes back up again. And maybe we're at just an even kill, and then comes up again and comes up again. Okay? Gratitude, Cancer. Libra. Libra. Fornication may be in your blood, but what you gonna do with that? Fornication may be in your blood, but what is you gonna do with that, Libra? You're giving way too much of yourself, Libra, without asking for anything back. Y'all want to just be the one, you know, that you know. Listen, let me just put it to you the way Spirit is giving it to me. Like, y'all like the praise and the glory for some reason, or you're craving it, or you're needing it, but you're doing things to get the praise and the glory, but you're not doing it for the reciprocity of give and take from someone. It is so much of, let me just give. And if I feel like you're going to be with me, or if I feel like, you know, you're going to see me, or, you know, for that gratitude in that moment, not like because this person also bends over backwards for you, or this person also shows reciprocity for you. No, y'all have to stop that. Let's get it together, Libra. Spirit says generosity never equals reciprocity. You have to remember that. Spirit says you are genuinely and uniquely you, Libra. And where you decide you stand is where you decide you rise. But if you lay down, it's going to have to be you that also decides when you stand back up. Some of you have been saying you're going to build a brand, but you haven't built anything. The brand you've been building has been for other people. The brand you have been building is brand name shoes and other things. Like some of you are going out of your way for others and not stepping in for self. And you have been denying yourself what it could be good for you. You're so busy looking at the best way I could say it, and I'm gonna use a gentleman to be specific. A gentleman, one of you Libras can have a great woman that's willing to be there and be in your equal space. But some of you Libras are pulling in and calling in the energy of something that may only look good on your arm, but may not be fully your equal. And so now there's not a real give and take. And then you think that's what you want until you get into this shit. And you keep feeling like you're giving more than what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to stop this behavior, Libra. Start to check your egos also. Sometimes you need to lean more for what you need and not what you want. There's going to be some additions to some of your family, like, and it may not be pregnancy and babies. It could be, like your mom's going to have to come and stay with you, or somebody is going to be coming or entering into your space of existence for a little while. I mean, maybe your best friend is like getting ready to be pulling in on your energy. There's going to be some Libras that's going to have to start to share in your energy for whatever reason. Don't be afraid to experience this. And I'm going to tell you why what Yehuda says. He says, wait. Ooh, wait. I say why because it's going to help you to see the true colors of some people that are around you. So whomever that is that's calling in on your space of your energy and asking you to do this or do that, it is because you're going to need to see the true colors of this person, whether good, bad, or indifferent. You're going to need to see it. It's going to help you to clear out some of this energy. It's going to help you to make some decisions. I have no idea why Yehuda keeps saying Canaanites, the Canaanites. I don't know what that means. It could be the whole Cain and Abel, because that's supposed to be in the Bible. That is who the Canaanites came from, was Cain, I believe. And maybe that's that energy. So maybe there has been a Cain energy released. It absolutely has been. There's been a Cain and Abel energy released again. Oh, wow. And you're going to have to start to put some pieces in perspective for self, Libra. Spirit says, Libra, your journey is your journey. It is for yourself. Stop trying to make your journey fit into everybody else's agenda, schedule, and their plans and their minds of what makes sense for them. It doesn't have to make sense for anyone else except for you. And that Cain and Abel energy, it is not just siblings against each other. That is the evil against whatever is good. Okay, my single Libras, find what you're passionate about when it comes to dating. Stop just jumping into things. Right now, I feel like betting someone is not necessarily what you may even be looking for. Some of you are actually in a space of wanting to feel what a relationship, a healthy one, would be looking like. And so put that energy out to receive that back in, okay? The Libras that are in relationships, some of you are looking at getting really, really serious. So either you're wanting to move out of the space of situationship into relationship, or some of you are wanting to move in together. And some of you will be probably expecting a ring. There's a lesbian couple that's getting ready to get proposed to or get married. Um, and the crazy thing is, I feel like the lesbian couple is connected to a heterosexual couple that's also wanting to establish a deeper relationship or get engaged. And don't allow it to make you feel like, oh, they're stepping on my toes for whatever reason. Just be chill about it, okay? Finances for the Libra. I love when he shits inside of his pettiness. He said up and down. You know I'm fresh out. You're getting ready to go and experience some money issues, but I really feel like it's only from December to mid-January. I think your funds will come back to an even keel towards the end of January. So don't overspend. Don't shit where you eat, and just be chill when it comes to spending right now, okay? Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Spirit says May and June will bring an opportunity of a lifetime, but we're going to come back to that because we need you to get through December 1st, the month of December, before you can get to May and June, because May and June is going to bring some opportunities of a lifetime for some of the Aquariuses. But right now for December, ooh, for some of the Aquariuses, you're getting ready to experience an emotional break. Let's talk about it. Child, this man getting out this car almost fell on his face. He led out this car with his stomach first, bitch, and he almost bit it. He almost couldn't get that second leg out. His stomach was out the car before he was, and that leg looked like it was stuck behind him, child. I seen it. Some of you Aquarius, y'all petty as fuck. Some of you Aquariuses are getting ready to experience an emotional break. And don't worry, ma'am. I know you said you're new. Pisces is next, okay? And when I say that, I mean you're getting ready to go through something that is going to challenge you emotionally, okay? It's going to challenge you emotionally because I keep seeing the breakdown of the Aquarius where it's going to challenge you. But you got to build yourself. And I think that's why Yehuda started with the greatness that's coming in May and June, because it doesn't, your life, your world doesn't stop right here. Okay? I know. I should have flipped this so y'all could have seen it. And he's a genome. It might have made your whole day. But there's an incident or event, Aquarius, that is going to kind of rock you to your core. And it's going to make you question some things. But this is supposed to be your moment of, I'm going to use the word again, reciprocity of self, where you learn to give to yourself. Something that's probably getting ready to bite you in your ass. A decision that either you wavered and knew you shouldn't have made, or the person connected to you, there's something, some event, and it may be a loss of someone. There's going to be an event that is going to rock some of the Aquariuses to where, and it could be a breakup. There's going to be a challenge to the Aquariuses emotional system, but you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. You're going to get through it. You have to remember that this shall pass too, and you can get up from this. Now, for some of the Aquariuses, it may be a situation to where it's not even that deep for you, but it may make you say, cool, you know? And you're strong, and you'll get through it, Suli. and this is what I'm saying. Like, some of you will just find out something, and it may make you be like, huh, cool. Oh, okay, right. Um, I hate the word gaslighting, but some of you are going to go through some things or experience some things where you're going to see somebody is gaslighting you and just wanting you to react in the way that they want you to react. Don't give them that. Don't give them that. I feel like some of you are going to experience some things that has something to do with your finances. You know what I'm saying? It may be your finances that may take a hit, where you almost like, what? I just got this fucking job. What do you mean? Like, the business is shutting down. Like, you just hired me. Like, some of the Aquariuses are going to take some hits, but you're going to make it through the month of December, because once you get through it, um we're gonna see what go on for January. But once you get to May and June, I believe that there's gonna be some great experiences there for you, Aquarius. However, it is just feels like some things are gonna give you a run for your money in this month of December. You're going to separate from some of your relationships. Um, some of you are going to, some of the things that's going to challenge you will be financial experiences. So this is also your financial portion, because some of you going to experience some financial things that's going to make you like, what the fuck? Oh my God. What happened? Let me be clear. I don't care if you celebrate the Christmas year or whatever. I don't, but that's up to you. But I feel like, Aquarius, if you are not smart with your money, you are going to experience something this month going into the first, maybe second week of January, that is going to really rock you, because it feels like some of you may go in there and try to make Christmas amazing, and then find out that you're terminated, and it's like, oh my God, I've just spent all of this money. Don't do that, okay? Aquarius singles, let's just sit in single life right now. We'll come back to that in January, okay? Um, Aquarius, we're going to revisit you in January. I want you to hold and stay steadfast. I want you to not let someone use your car. I want you to not lend out money that you don't have. I don't want you to, like, go over the top with spending, or overly borrow money that you can't pay back. I don't want you to, like, because there's going to be some things that come into your space of existence. Like, some of you are getting ready to question the best friend. Like, there are going to be some stuff that go on, but you're going to be just fine. I know this is probably not what the Aquarius is wanting to hear, but baby, you needed to know all of this. You need to know all of this so you can move better next month and the month after. Okay? You needed to know these things. Some of your parents, I want to say mom, but some of the Aquarius's parents are moving in a deceitful way. There is an incident, I believe, what I pick up on, it may be for maybe more than one Aquarius, where your parent or your mom is getting ready to try to do something sneaky that has something to do with your children. Um, like, whatever you feel about your parent that you feel is not correct, I want you to honor that and hold that and look at that, and don't be blind to that because of who she is. Because one of them is getting ready to move in such a way that's going to make you question a lot of things, that's going to hurt. But again, you'll get through that, Aquarius, okay? Pisces. Pisces, Spirit says, jamming on the one, jamming on the one, jamming on the one. I feel like Pisces is going to find themselves in a different kind of energy for the month of December going into January. It feels like it's going to be a spark of motivation. Please share some of your energy with the Aquarius, Pisces. Send some of the motivational and loving, healing energy to the Aquarius as well, Pisces. Share with them your great energy because it feels like a spark of and motivation where you didn't think you were really feeling it last month or even last week, but it feels like there's getting ready to be a spike of motivation and energy for the Pisces. Some of you are going to start to like rethink the living situation or start to want someone to be in your space. Like, oh, I wonder if this person should come and stay with me or stay with me for a while, or if I should move out of my mom's house and to my own place. Like, some of you are getting ready to have a great motivation and want to do some things, okay? I keep hearing Breaking Bad. So some of you are getting ready to, it's almost a split. Almost a split. I want some of my Pisces to stay away from drug dealers. Just stay away from them, okay? Stay away from the drug dealers. Do what you know is best, because don't allow this energy to put you in a space that's of regret, okay? I know they are tempting. I know they're tempting. Don't let them have on Tim's. I mean, just put it away. Stop. Rethink it. Would you still want to be with them in the morning after you're done? No, you're not. Leave them where you found them at, okay? Step back from the Dick and the Tims. Rethink it, process it. Go get you one off, rub one out, then come back and think about the person again and see, maybe you think differently about them, okay? Pisces. There's a few of my male Pisces that are experiencing some grief in such a way to where I think you're like missing someone or missing a person, your mom, sibling, spouse, like you're in process of grief for some of the Pisces. They could be female as well, but Spirit says non-gender specific. Okay, so you're experiencing some grief though, and that may be why you get the spike of motivation, like, let me get my ass up and get out of this energy because I don't know what's going on. Use that for your passion, for your motivation, for your love. Use that, okay? Don't allow that to be something that you're just sitting in. Allow it to be a grace period of abundance, a grace period of prosperity, a grace period of greatness. Use this as a passion, as a motivation for you. Some of the Pisces were looking or wanting to get a different vehicle or a new vehicle or a vehicle, and I feel like that's getting ready to happen for you, but it still may take maybe a couple weeks for some. I want to say maybe 4 to 6 weeks, but don't give up on it because I feel like that's getting ready to happen for you. Make sure you're not spending or overspending. Sit on some of your money, Pisces, so you can still make that happen. I feel like some of the Pisces, we've been waiting for someone to come out of the woodwork and like, oh, surprise, I'm here. But listen, where you're still trying to make decisions at right now, I say don't go backwards. Don't go backwards, okay? Keep going forward, because sometimes when you're looking backwards, what do I always say? You crash into something. Don't go backwards. Don't look backwards right now. It's time for you to just kind of keep going forward, especially for my singles. Singles, I feel like y'all about to have some options though. I feel like y'all about to have some options, and some of y'all options gonna have a little hook like that. I'm just saying, back up from it. I'm telling you, if you don't, you're gonna be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay? Even my male Pisces. I mean, it might be a solid fit. It might fit like a glove. And you find yourself in a place that you ain't never been, my male Pisces. And you like, oh, I didn't fell in love with motherfucking banana cream pie. Please. Y'all better rethink some things, but it's okay to go and have fun, Pisces. But right now, you're in a space of focus and motivation for my singles. My married people are those that are inside of relationships. Bring it back to the beginning. Bring it back to the basics. Remember why you got into the relationship. That's going to help you to correct some of these things. And even inside of correction, sometimes correction is walking away. When you get back to the basic and you feel like, oh, this is not the same person, you have to come to that rectification and understanding whether it is or it isn't. It's not up to the spirit. It's kind of up to you. And sometimes there's a lesson learned in some things. Look at that, my Pisces in relationships. As far as the finances go, I feel like you kind of solid right now. I don't feel like it's like a up or down. I feel like it's just like, yeah, let's keep going what you're doing, where you are. For some of those that are supposed to be getting the business or reopening or restarting the business, there's somebody that was thinking about even handing the business over to someone and allowing them to help them run it. That may not be the best idea for you. Rethink that. Because I feel like that person is going to run it into the ground or run it the way that they want, not necessarily the way that you would do it. So really rethink that so you don't have some issues later. But Pisces, you're solid right now, so don't worry too much. If there is an expense that has come up, some of you gonna have some extra stuff coming in, but I feel like that's also maybe in a couple months. But it's going to be some extra funds coming in from somewhere, but again, that may be in a couple months as well. So Pisces, I know y'all not gonna get nobody shit no way. So just relax, enjoy your moment, share some of your energy with the Aquariuses. Okay? Taurus. Spirit says sometimes the building blocks can crumble, but most likely it's because you kicked them over. Sometimes the building blocks can crumble, but most likely it's because you kicked them over. Sometimes you need to learn to sit down and be quiet and be in the moment and be in enjoyment of what it is this spirit is offering you. Sometimes we and sometimes you, Taurus, get in your own way and can be your own worst enemy to the point where you're so focused on what you don't have and what you want, you're not in the moment of understanding and what you already have and experience the greatness of what you're already experiencing. Instead of allowing that energy in, it's always the woe is me, what I don't have. Knock it the fuck off. Shout out to New York. I don't know why, but there is a few souls that are around me that keep saying shout out to my people in New York. I feel like he's super sexy. He makes me feel like he was either trying to get into the music industry or was in the music industry. I feel like this is a well-known rapper. And he keeps saying there's going to be another soul of a rapper from the East Coast area that's going to he says he's the father of one of the ASAP boys. What is his name? ASAP Fernand? What is his name? It starts with an F. He's one of the ASAP, not ASAP Rocky. It's the other one. He says he's like Ferg. Yeah, okay. He keeps saying he's like his father, and he keeps saying shout out to him. But he's also sending a message to him to watch himself, or watch who's around, or watch his step, because not everybody that's around him is for him. And then they're also telling me there's also, and it may not be him, but there's also another person from the industry, may not also be a rapper, but in the music industry, that is also going to meet their demise. And so just that word right there. But Taurus, building blocks. Spirit says sit on your hands right now and just sit quiet and sit in your greatness. I want to make sure you can still hear me. Alexa, gratitude. Can y'all still hear me? Sit in your greatness right now. Sit on your hands. Because you have some great things coming. There's some opportunities that have presented itself that even it's going to surpass everything that you even thought, Taurus. It's going to be some opportunities that come that's going to be greater, that's going to help you to stand tall. Like, it is going to come as a surprise or a shock. Like, even though you feel like you're preparing yourself for this, I feel like this is going to catapult you in some way. Like somebody, some of you have somebody that's going to come in and help you or present an opportunity for you, and it is going to blow up in a way that you didn't even see coming, because that's going to be a stepping stone. That break is going to help to break this, and it's going to all come together. And it almost feels like an aha moment as to where everything you've been trying to get to, why it didn't work out in the first place, because you needed to experience this, go through this, see this. And I feel like mid-January is going to be a very interesting month for the Tauruses, because I feel like a lot of things will come full circle in January. I don't know why you saying that, Yehuda, but I'm going to repeat it, because Yehuda says, don't worry, Quatita's not going anywhere. She's going to be here for a very long time. I don't even know why he would say that, because I don't even know who was worried about that. I'm not going no words. Anyway, I don't know if somebody was praying, saying, hey, please keep Quatita safe. Don't let nobody do nothing. Well, that's your answer, okay? Like somebody's watching you, Taurus, and it may not be on the net. It may be in person, but somebody has their eye on you, or somebody has seen you a couple times and they found themselves interested in you. It could be your weed man or your weed woman. I don't know. Somebody has put their eyes on you, Taurus, but some of you will come into the existence. And I feel like that's also some of what Spirit is talking about, of why this experience and that experience has led you to this, because some of you have not met the one that you wanted in your life because you have not gone through these things. Because some of you are getting ready to have a great awakening and an aha moment, and a come to Yehuda moment, to where you're like, oh. And you're going to maybe have to come back to somebody else's table, maybe apologize and kind of see some things differently. Even if it's your own table, Taurus, to where you're going to have to come back to your own table and apologize to self for doubting self, or for the neglect of self, because some of you have been in a space of neglect towards self and self-pity and self-doubt, and it's time to raise your frequency, because not everything is about you. Some things is a holding period, a waiting period. Your motherfucking girlfriend, your motherfucking boyfriend might not have been ready for you to receive you in your life at those moments that you keep praying for them to come into your space. If they would have come into your space in those moments, the relationship wouldn't be what it's getting ready to be when they come. Do you understand and receive that? See? Hallelujah. But you have to get that understanding, Taurus, okay? Sometimes it's not about you. Sometimes you just got to let things flow. Your finances is getting ready to come up. I don't want you to have too many plans in your head, okay? Don't have too many plans in your head right now. Just sit in your greatness of what you're getting ready to do or what the Spirit has planned for you. Don't make your own plans. Let Spirit plan it. Let Spirit do it, okay? For my couples, Spirit said, work it out or get out or shut up about it. Work it out or get out or shut up about it. Virgo. Virgo. Excuse me. Virgo, Spirit says chances are you made the right choice. But now what are you going to do with that choice? What are you going to do with the options that's now being given? He's singing that Joe song, waited for so long for someone to love you. You. Someone to love you. Waited so long. Virgo, waited so long for someone to love you, and you realize the love was already what you had because you already had it, not only on the inside, you already kind of had somebody to love you. You got the Spirit to love you. You already have everything that you need. I feel like, Virgo, you coming into a space of understanding you are already equipped. This month is a month of equipped, Virgo. It's a month of equipped. You're already equipped with everything that you need. Like you've been going through this pattern or this cycle, Virgo, of stop and start, push and pull, begin begin again. Like you've been in this pattern of what to do, but I feel like towards the end of December, beginning of January, probably going into the new year, is where you gain your, I love the way you put that. You gain your consciousness. You become conscious to what you're getting ready to do and who you are. I feel like you gain your consciousness and you become a acceptance to who you are. I feel like some of you have tried to talk things out with people and with self without realizing you were your own hindrance. Some of you have not because you asked not. Some of you didn't get the change because you were not consistent in what you said. Sometimes consistency and silence is the best trigger for people, or will get the best result. So sometimes you need to be consistent and be silent. It's also about you being obedient to self, Virgo. Some of you are getting ready to just take a hiatus, meaning like you're going to step back from people or from things and kind of go into some seclusion where it's like, you know what, I need to sit with self for a minute. And that's what they mean when they say silence, because you need to sit. Because some of this, like, my head feels like it's hurting. That's why I'm trying to snap my neck and shit. Because, like, some of y'all's energy is way too heavy. You're overthinking things that you don't even need to be thinking about. You said it. It is what it is. You have someone to love you already because you had it on the inside. Listen here, never ending story. Trail, you were already equipped with it on the inside already. It was already in you. Trail. Some of you have been sitting on a bestseller, a great novel. Some of you have been sitting on books and works and ideas that should be coming into place and being fallen into place now. You're so worried about other people, relationships, children. You have been sitting on money, and for what? And you're constantly talking about the money issue, but you're sitting in a grass full of money. So why are you sitting on the grassy knoll and instead of collecting and doing what you should be? Get rid of the dead weight of thoughts and memories, because you cannot change the past. Only thing you can do is act now in the present and prepare for the future. And you can't even really prepare for the future. You can only act now in the present, and hopefully it'll prepare you for everything that's coming. You have to get a grip, Virgo. This month means a lot for you. Somebody is going to come to you for some advice. And I think the aha moment, Virgo, comes in for you when you have to give that advice, because the advice that you give should trigger something in you to say, oh, bitch, take your own advice. Because I feel like some of the Virgos are going to have their children come to them and say, hey, mom, hey, daddy, like, what should I do about this? Or like, do you think I'm good enough to do this? And you're going to have to give that person true advice. And it feels like, hey, you need to also sit with that and take your own advice and look in your own space of existence and figure out, that should like prompt you to do some things of self, So Spirit says, word of advice, be word to the wise, be the wiser. You're great and you're good enough, Virgo. Some of you are trembling in your own boots, in your own shoes. You're scared of your own shadow, but then you play like you're so damn hard. Knock it off. We know you cry at night like a lot of other people. Buck up and get together with self and make some shit happen. You're better than what you're giving yourself credit for, Virgo. Right now is the time. December is your month, going into January. Don't go into the new year with the same bullshit you've been looking at all year. Consistency and silence. Whatever you say, stick to it. Build it, build your brand, build that book, build the awareness of whatever it is. Some of you want to do something for autism. Great, do it. Some of you want t-shirts to go with autism, or some sort of child programming or something, or program. Like some of you want to do some things for children, building blocks, or let me say that. Yeah. For some of you, Virgos, make sure that you're doing your research when you're setting things up. You can't use somebody else's material. You can't use somebody else's name. You really need to, because some of you will get discouraged when you figure it out or find it out. And I don't want to have to start over. I already got shirts and shit with my logo on, but it can't be. You have to do your research too, so you're not coming, like you may have to change your letter. If it's concoction and there's already somebody whose brand name is concoction spelled with a C, you may have to spell it with a K and change another letter in there. Do your research on it. Yes, sir. And Virgo, Spirit said abuse of self is no longer allowed. And that goes for the Taurus, the Aquarius, for the Scorpio, for the Cancer, Pisces, and Gemini. Now, he said, because Leos always think they got their shit together, they get on my nerves so bad. I understand. And we get ready to get into it. But Virgo, singles, some of you are dating someone. Spirit immediately said, don't be manipulated. So whatever that situation is, some of you are having a great time. Continue to do that. Some of you are longing for something. You're not knowing what it is. It's not until you figure it out that you'll receive it. Some of you are being massively manipulated, and you know it, and you feel it, and you're sitting in it because you're trying to guess. I mean, am I? Girl, you know it. Boy, you know it. Stop. Knock it off. You kind of just want to endure it because, shut up. The ones in relationships, Virgos in relationships, if it doesn't feel right, then it isn't right. I don't care if it's 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 47. I don't care how long it's been. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't right. Some of you have given a lot of yourself to relationships that have not been feeding you, but now that you know, you always had someone to love you. Woo, 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 bam, bam, bam. Okay, never mind. I'm not good at that. You already have it. So some of you just kind of need to get on a better wavelength of communication with your spouse. And some of you have some things going on with the spouses or self that interacts inside of health. So like, make sure that you're not allowing that person to sit in their health issues by pacifying them. You know what I mean? You'll figure that part out. Okay? Finances, down. Some of your finances are down. Down. It's dropped. Give yourself a chance. Sit on some of your money that's coming in. I feel like some of the Virgos are getting ready to start the new job or getting ready to receive the job that you have applied for. So it's down now. Don't get discouraged. I feel like we'll come up, but I feel like that we're talking about towards the end of January. I feel like towards the end of January, beginning of February, you'll probably be able to breathe a little bit better, Virgo, when it comes to the finances, okay? Capricorn. Capricorn. Keep saying that. You need your finances to flow to you, okay? Some of you need to get to some like, what's those job things where it's a whole bunch of different jobs there, Virgo. Go to some of those, and don't be afraid to start the business. Sometimes you think you need $10,000 to start something that you only needed $100 to start. Look at it differently. Capricorn. Abundance is flowing your way, and it feels like not just finances, Capricorn. Spirit said, get out of your feelings, Caps. Some of you have been in your feelings thinking that you're unloved or unseen, or that somebody is that you thought was once good. You're thinking they're not. Not everybody is the same. Sometimes other people have just their life going on. You know what I mean? Sometimes other people just have their life going on. You can recognize when someone is not genuine for you, or, you know, has a genuine feeling for you. And those are the people that you need to cut off and recognize. But sometimes you just kind of lose communication or touch with some people. Doesn't mean that they don't love you or like you. It just means that something may be going on in their life. Okay? I feel like for some of the Capricorns, you need to go back to the basics. Okay? Like, you need a refresh of where you were like a month ago. You need a refresh because you were riding high, and something has like started to been a killjoy for you. And it's just like, dang, man, you know, but really, sometimes things are just meant for you to just look at and reassess and not get over processed in it. Don't get bent out of shape, because right now, Capricorns, I feel like you're okay. There is an energy that you're experiencing, not just the Cain and Abel energy. It is an energy of questioning and doubt that is hitting some of the zodiacs, and you happen to be like number one on that list, Capricorn, okay? But that's okay. I feel like it's meant for you to pull yourself back and your energy back, much like one of the other, two of the other zodiacs, to where you're going to kind of sit in seclusion for a minute. And this is where you're going to get your best flow of manifestation, your best flow of ideas toward the end of December, going into January. You're going to have this great boost of, you know what I think I could do? You'll be waking up out your goddamn sleep like, do what, spirit? Yes. Okay, let me write that down. Make sure you're writing down all of your ideas. Like, even if this is for your business or if this is for work, like, write down everything the spirit is putting on your heart so you can go into it. Also, take these emotions and these feelings and use that as your passion as well. Start to write them down and see how you can use that for your benefit, because sometimes spirit puts you in place for something to sit by yourself for your greatness. So right now, you're in a space of greatness. I don't think that things are what you think it is, Capricorn. You're just in a place of reassessment and growth. Spirit says you're actually their star for the month, Capricorn, because you're in a space of wanting to do better, wanting to do great, and you're kind of feeling the pull of it because you feel like you're not, without understanding this is just, you're just right, you're just where you need to be. Some of you are getting ready to experience some car trouble, Capricorn. Don't get bent out of shape. Don't get bent out of shape. What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? We're doing horoscopes, right? Do you have my email? That's where you send questions to. We doing horoscopes. Y'all gonna quit coming in my chat talking about what you want to talk about. We are doing horoscopes. Read the room. I don't care if you was just asking. Read the room. Y'all ask questions like you don't see me talking. I'm in the middle of something. You wanted me to stop and answer you? Read my room or get out my chat. You know my email. If you don't, ask that question. Gratitude. Capricorn. I got a 27 drive. I have 24 more hours, and I have pulled over for this hour and 2 hour horoscope. You are interrupting me. Why? I could be driving. Gratitude. Capricorn. Gratitude. Gratitude for the apology. Gratitude, and I accept that. I love you to life. Love you to life. I apologize for my hastiness. Capricorn. Capricorn, you're in a no judgment zone because you're in your own zone. So make sure that you are pulling in the energy that you want to receive. Never mind what you're feeling right now. Pull in the energy of what you want to receive, because this is a time of manifestation for you. You have the golden star right now, Capricorn, okay? Singles. I feel like you're going to be single for a little bit longer. And it's right where spirit kind of wants you to be. It's kind of where your soul wants you to be. When you are in a space of receiving a relationship, you will. But right now, it doesn't feel like it's necessarily the space of time. For some of you that are entering into some things that you think it's a relationship, you probably find out that it may not be what you want, because the energy isn't correct of the time of where you're entering into it. You will get some different energy soon enough when it comes to love. I just feel like right now is not the time. Even if you're going to enter it with that person, let's continue to date for the next month. Let's not move into something serious with this person right now. Capricorn's in a relationship. Some of you are going to experience a new beginning. Some of you are thinking about like a renewal of vows, or, let's start over. Some of you have been in communication or in talks with your spouse about just kind of refreshing, restarting, going back again to the beginning. and kind of just starting things over, working things out. Some of you have had conversation about, let's work it out for the children. You know, we love each other. Maybe we should give it a go. For even some that are in relationships but are not together, I feel like there is a reset. Like we're looking at that. Okay, so it may be an option, but make sure that you're doing what's best for you. As far as finances, I feel like your finances are wild, and like that's what Spirit says, they're wild and like they're all over the place. Don't think too hard on your finances, Capricorn. Okay, Leo. Yeah. Hmm. Pause again, real quick. I don't know why Yehuda does this, but that's okay. He's kind of getting the world reading in as we're doing the horoscopes. Um, he gonna say he got to get it in where he can with me because he never know with me. Ooh, the shade be so fucking real. You just said it was a non-judgment zone, and here you go. You is always shading me. Somebody, he's telling the truth. He tells the truth always. Ciao. Okay, you might be right. He said to keep your eye. I don't know if he's talking about Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber, but I keep feeling like we're talking about Justin Bieber. But he says keep your eye on Justin because there's going to be some things that happen. I don't know if they're getting ready to lose someone in their space or in their family, or it's going to be connected to. But he keeps saying, keep your eye on Justin. Keep your eye on Justin. But I feel it might be Timberlake, but I really feel like we're talking about Justin Bieber. He said, keep your eye on him. He says, face mask, different person, different body, different being. Energy being moved. Music will be different. They're doing something to his consciousness, making him confused. It's almost like he's going to, like he's either thinking he's a melanite. It is something that, because it keeps feeling like somebody, a melanite is in his body, but I don't know why that would ever be unless somebody want to experience what it's like to be a young genome boy. But something is different, like his music is getting ready to be different. They found out that he was either getting ready to try to talk about something in an interview, or he was getting ready to try to write something, or he told someone something that got back, like somebody told something that he was getting ready to do or say. And like they enhanced his programming or something. He changed on stage. Really? Well, and there's something going on with him, and it's going to show in the public. And this is all alleged again. Okay. So allegedly. Okay. Okay. Also, keep your eye on Pam Grier. There's something with Pam Grier as well. Like, I don't know if they're going to announce like she's sick. I don't know what that is, because I keep feeling like she's going to look skinny or thin, or like there's something. Keep your eye on Pam Grier, Miss Foxy Brown. Okay. Leo. What you do right now will determine what happens towards the end of January and February. It's about you putting your pieces together. It's almost like a puzzle, and it keeps feeling like something is missing and you can't quite figure out what that is, Leo. But it feels like the missing puzzle piece is yourself, because you keep trying to bring people along and put people in position, but it's you that's lacking. Even when you keep saying, okay, I'm about to focus on me, but you're not focusing on you. You're focusing on how everybody else is focusing on you, and you're focusing on what everybody else is thinking and saying, instead of like eat, pray, and love, or like I'm not my hair. Like, you need a whole, again, come to your Huda moment. You need to see yourself, like, you need to, like, just get butt ass naked and stand in the mirror, Leo, and just look at yourself and see what the reflection shows you, and then accept that and figure out how to laugh about what you see, how to love about what you see, and whatever makes you angry about what you see, how to learn how to change that and move forward. Because it's so much of like ego that I feel like is stepping in on the Leos, and like being disappointed about not having, or not doing, or not being where you thought you would be before this year was out. But listen, just knock it off, okay? You're not having to be, excuse me, or do what anybody else, I don't care who that is, tells you, or where you should be. You need to just do what you need to do for you. Come on, Yehuda, man. He says something with Tiffany Haddish is getting ready to resurface too. She's getting ready to resurface, and it's going to be something like, oh gosh, she back in the news again. It feels like something like that. But Leo, that was deep. Leo, Yehuda says you need to change your dressing on that wound because it's getting infected. Meaning, when you don't change the way you're thinking about something that was traumatic or something that hurt you, it's only going to cause an infection in your life. You need to really rethink things right now, Leo, because your life is what you say it is because you said it was. It's not because of nobody else, because nobody else can make anything happen in your life that you do not allow. Whether you see it happen, whether it did happen, only you can allow it in. So it's about your reaction and how you show up and how you react to things. Give yourself grace. Give yourself love. Give yourself the moment to be in the moment, to experience the moment, whether that's good or bad, or whether that makes you happy or not. Like, experience it, see it, accept it, move forward, acknowledge it, and move forward, because that's what it's about, the growth of it. It's almost like, Leo, like you say you're growing and you say you're going to do this, and then as soon as the test come, you like still back in that same energy, like you're just like a Scorpio. You're not allowing yourself to be great in those moments. Show yourself what you can do. Show yourself how you've grown. Prepare for what you can prepare for when you feel like you can prepare for it. And then what can't be prepared for, accept it and just move forward. You ain't got to keep talking about it. You ain't got to spread the word about it. You ain't got to call 50 million people and talk about it and say, do you know what this, you know what my mama did? It doesn't matter. Much like the Scorpio, Spirit says, give no one the attention that they're seeking from you. Like, if somebody was, this is hypothetical, Leo, but I want you to hear me on this. Just like if somebody called you and said, my spirit told me I need to call and just let you know how the fuck I feel about you. That's wonderful. Click. I don't have to give nobody that. If they spirit told them that, well, they spirit should have told them that I wasn't going to listen to it. Hang up the fucking phone. You ain't got to listen to it from nobody. You ain't got to accept it from nobody. Because you trying to get you together. And sometimes that energy tries to seep back in and pull you. That's your test. That's your test. Hang up. or spirit gave me a message to give to you. That business you was trying to do, it ain't gonna work. That's great. Click and then exit that. Burn a candle on the bitch. Don't put that energy in you. If you know what you know, you stand on that, Leo, and help yourself to grow from it. Leo, much like the other one of the other zodiacs, you're getting ready to experience something like the Aquarius man, but yours is going to be a little bit different, because I do feel like it's going to be something directly attached to you, and some may not be directly attached to you. You're getting ready to experience something that's not going to be the greatest for you. However, again, you're being tested to see how you come through this very moment, much like the Aries, because I feel like an Aries is getting ready to go through this too. And they shit kind of been off for the last 2 months, seem like. But you're getting ready to experience something, Leo, that is going to test you. So get prepared to pass your test. Please pass your test. Because it's only you that can fail or pass you anyway. You know, either you've grown and you said you've grown, either you did or you didn't. You know what I mean? I feel like some of your love lives are okay, or getting ready to peak up a little bit. For some of my singles, like, yeah, I think you're getting ready to meet some people, meet someone, actually a couple of someone. Have fun with this. Spirit says, Leo, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Okay, so, or nothing at all. So, when it comes to the love, you know, don't try to do way too much. You know what I mean? At least not right now. Give yourself the step in, okay, and just kind of see, like, just kind of see where things go. Don't go chasing waterfalls. However you understand that, take it that way. For my couples, Leos in relationships, I feel like a couple of y'all Leos are going to have a resurface of love. And I think it's going to feel good. It's going to feel good. I don't know how long it'll last, but I feel like when it comes in, it'll feel good. At least for the first 3 months or so, I feel like it'll feel good. And then maybe you need to reassess it in 3 months and just see where it's at. But the couples, Spirit says you're borderline right now. Things could, be better for some of my Leos in relationships, but stop playing the blame game. And nobody needs to know what you have put up with them, or because only you put up with it. If you got to keep talking about it, then you shouldn't put up with the shit. But no more blame games, because sometimes we need to take accountability of how we show up or how we allow people to show up, okay? Finances for the Leo. I feel like your pockets have been a little drained, but I feel like you're going to have some opportunities business-wise and adventure-wise when it comes to, or venture-wise when it comes to some things, capital. So you may get an opportunity to get some additional capital or some additional funding for some things. So don't overthink it, and don't go way over budget in spending, or go way over budget, when applying for loans or accepting loans. Kind of show gratitude for what you got, for what you get, and make it work, okay? Gemini. Gemini. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. So I feel like that message is for two different ways, Gemini, because a lot of you motherfuckers are two different people. But Gemini, someone around you, I feel like, is bad to the bone, and you're not paying it any attention, or you're allowing it to happen. So be quiet or handle the situation. And then I also feel like bad to the bone is because you're a bad motherfucker and you don't know it, and perhaps you're a bad motherfucker and don't know it, and you keep allowing this bullshit into your space. And why? Why are you allowing it? Um, your greatness will precede you this month, Gemini. I feel like some people have been singing your praises because they feel like you're bad to the bone. And this, some of it is a physical thing, or some of it is like the goodness that you sometimes, no, I'm just playing. Sometimes the goodness that you have. Oh, Gemini, y'all get on my nerve in a personal way. Y'all get on my nerve, but whatever. I love y'all all to love. But the goodness that you have, you'll get to display it because somebody's been singing your praises, telling somebody how good you are, how beautiful you are, and you're gonna be able to display that or get a chance to display that. And so, kind of allow your light to shine. Okay, allow your light to shine. Don't allow that second half of yourself. Um, don't let your getting come through. Don't allow your getting to come through, or your Aphrodite to come through and spoil everything. Because when that other half get to kicking, baby, that motherfucker can kick you up in your ass and then be like, I don't even know what happened. Well, Spirit do. Relax, Gemini. You motherfuckers, because, whoo, child. But now you're getting ready to be able to really shine and show somebody who you are, what you can do. There's going to be a space of opportunity that is presented, where you may get a little more responsibility, either at work or with working with someone, and they say, hey, can you open up the office for me, or can you open this up for me, and kind of wait for somebody to come in. And they're gonna get to see that you're a little bit more responsible, or you could be an asset to them in a way that they did not see at first. Okay, so there's going to be a great opportunity for you, that may come to pass where you get to shine a little bit. Take that shine. Now, again, going back to that other part of bad to the bone, like you keep ignoring some behaviors in someone, or you keep ignoring some things around you, to where it's almost like it's probably me, I'm probably tripping, or probably not. Or you're ignoring how you keep showing up and thinking that it's okay. There is something there that needs accountability, and it needs to change so you can shine the way you need to shine, Gemini. I actually feel like you're getting ready to find a lot of open opportunities. I feel like one of you are going to get to have that Oprah moment that you kept saying you wanted. So either you're going to get to be interviewed or interview somebody, or you're getting ready to be able to host something, or getting ready to be able to have your 15 minutes of fame or shine in some way. This is a time also of a manifestation and abundance for you, Gemini. Like right now, it feels like, excuse me, like you need to start to reassess as well and figure out what's your goal. Like you need a new goal here. Like a dream. What's your dream? In your waking state, like what is it that you're trying to obtain? Like I don't care if it's like fitness, body fitness, or and that goes for the Scorpio as well as the Cancer too. um Aries, Pisces. Like there's some fitness goals or something, also for the Aquarius as well, some fitness goals that you're trying to attain. And if that's weight loss, or going to the gym, or eating differently, like whatever that is, right now you're able to do that. Some of you are really wanting to get your body to a different, like some of it is just health, but some of it is like really wanting to start something, some kind of plan or regimen of self, of discipline. So you want to show yourself what you're really capable of, and I think you really should. This is a time of manifestation for you, Gemini. Be obedient. Be obedient to self. Okay. Sometimes with change comes chaos. Okay. Sometimes with change comes chaos. I feel like a couple of you, Gemini, may get into a physical altercation with someone that's like close to you. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily like with a stranger. It feels like I may put my hands on somebody, and this could be around, they holiday time, but I want you to really reassess, and this could be the pivotal moment to where you're cutting out all of the infections out of your life, because it feels like either somebody put their hands on you or you put your hands on them, but it feels like I never thought that this would happen, or I can't believe that this person put their hands on me. And this is going to be an opportunity of change, growth, and decision making, Gemini. Some of you Geminis are experiencing some sort of like mental, verbal, physical abuse, sexual, financial, spiritual abuse, and you don't want other people to know, because it's like, how did I get here? Like, I feel like some of it has just started happening, or you're trying to figure out if this is right or if this is wrong, or should this be happening so soon? Like, it feels like we're trying to decide what's best here. You are what's best here, Gemini. Okay. You are what's best here. So you got to reassess some things. Well, if you put your paws on somebody, then you need to reassess their relationship. That person should not have a space in your life if they took you to that point to where you would want to come out of character or revisit that character. Unless there was that one person you still gonna knock the wig off before you change. Listen, go ahead and reassess some things. Somebody's getting ready to try your life. I really feel like this is like somebody's gathering at somebody's like Christmas dinner or something. Like, I don't know if somebody's going to knock the food over. Like, something is getting ready to happen here, Gemini. And I want you to just reassess some shit. Learn how to walk away from it. But if somebody put their hands on you, beat the brakes off of a bitch and then change. But I'm saying reassess. Now, going into mid-month, I feel like a few of you are going to reassess your relationships, because it keeps feeling like, why am I even with you? Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, been with you all this time, because why? It feels like some of you are going to reassess relationships for those that are in relationships, and you're going to start to look at it like, you know what? I got to put me first. And some of you may not be leaving relationships. It just feels like some of you are going to reassess and come back to the board about it. Some of you Geminis are doing really, really good. Like, I feel like some of you have that best friend spouse, which is really good. So even in that sense, make sure you keep them up under your thumb or your wing, because whoever is going to try you, that person that really loves you will jump out of character quick as fuck about you. So let's learn to walk away, because sometimes that'll save your person as well, and you don't want them to go through or experience something on your behalf. Okay. Singles, y'all kind of need to just relax right now. I mean, y'all do. It's a lot going on for this month. I'm going to try that again next month. Just relax. Finances. I hear stacking, but not the best. Could be a little better, but don't worry about it. We'll revisit again January. Aries. Aries. Spirit says, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I feel like maybe feel like you've kind of been lost or floating around, or have lost yourself somewhere, Aries, over the last month or a couple weeks or a few days. Like, there's some sort of welcoming back to self. Like, hey, You all right? Did you get yourself together? You okay? Like, knock it off. Come on back. Like, I feel like that's kind of the space of where you are, Aries. I feel like you're in a space of change and challenge, all in the same space and arena. Some of you are getting ready to start some new jobs, looking at relocation, going to a new space, place, people, places, and automobiles. I mean, really. Some of you haven't driven in 5 years and you're getting ready to get a first car. Like, you have a lot of change right now coming into you, Aries. Spirit says to give you a gold star as well. He says, Yehuda says, but if we can just get you to be quiet and close your mouth, sometimes you'll be doing a lot better. You don't always have to say what you feel or what you think. You don't always have to be vocal or express your opinion. Fuck around and lose that job you just got, okay? It feels like, Aries, you're so quick to be vocal except when it counts, or to the people you should be saying it to. For that, we need you to kind of start to work on that. Spirit says being vocal doesn't always mean screaming and yelling. Okay, Aries, I need to say that too. Shout out to the Chicago people. Spirit says shout out to the Chicago people. I need to say that to the Scorpios, the Aquariuses, as well as the Libra gang. Aries. Sometimes when you bite your lip, you bite the bullet, and that promotes change. Sometimes if you kind of just sit in silence and be quiet, much like the Virgo, you will see things better. It'll help you in situations. You can change some things before it happens, because sometimes when you're so busy talking, you miss the message, or you don't see what you should see because you were too busy talking. Right now, Aries, I also feel like you're in a space of reprogramming yourself. So you're in a good area. No wonder they're giving you a gold star, because these are some things they want you to work on. And when you work on it, you're going to be able to get yourself into the gold star mode. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need nobody else to help you to get to this place that you keep saying, I don't need nobody, but because you don't. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to keep saying that either, Aries. You can just simply just show a motherfucker better than you can tell a motherfucker. And as soon as you do that, you're going to be sitting high, sitting pretty. Do your best at what you can do. I feel like some of the Aries have a situation, and I don't know, it feels like this is the second month in a row, or something that has something to do with children, where your child or children is making you want to knock their head off, like slap their head to the pavement. I mean, but listen, you're going to have to get this under control, whatever this situation is with this child or these children, or a sibling that is like a child to you. You're going to have to get this under control, because this is really testing your patience here. And it's almost like, what do I do with this? You do what is necessary to regain the structure and what you need to have, okay? Between the washer and the fucking dryer, you hear me? Sometimes the child needs an assessment from something or someone else, okay? And sometimes that child or children need to talk to someone else, because sometimes as parents we're hard to talk to. And so instead of knocking their head between the washer and the dryer, sometimes we need to listen, and actually listen with our love ears, and not discredit in what the child is saying. Or allow them to go talk to someone else. Now, some of y'all kids is liars, and they keep lying. And you need to understand or see why that is happening, because it can only be harmful. especially if you're going to allow them to go talk to someone else. Sometimes they are attention seekers, and sometimes it's the diet, it's what they're eating, who they are influenced by, that is causing them to behave this way. And sometimes it has been the lack of discipline that has caused the manipulation in these children. So Aries, gain control where you feel like you have lost the control. I mean, you don't have to brown nose your own child, but you need to get an understanding there. Um, there's getting ready to be an energy of duplicate coming up for you, Aries, meaning you may, if you're not careful or cautious, you're getting ready to repeat a cycle you thought you were done with. And you have a gold star right now. So I would say really reassess so you don't have to repeat a cycle you thought you just came out of. Because I feel like if you do well in changing yourself, you're going to like blow your own mind on what you can do, and really 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 start to be like, okay, I think I can do this. I'm gonna be okay on my own. I think I can handle this. I don't need nobody to step in right now. I'm okay. Because sometimes you have to turn down help, Aries, to understand where you stand on your own 2 feet. Because if you always have somebody coming to the rescue, you can never see where you need to change self at. Ooh, I understand that. Maybe that's a part of also what Toddy be saying about quit coming to the rescue all the time. Heard you. So they can see, so you can see, you know what I'm saying, where that change needs to come in at. Because you're okay, you can do it, you're absolutely correct. So sometimes step back from receiving the help and say, no, I'm okay. And trust spirit, because sometimes spirit is trying to see if you're going to trust that process. Trust the soul, trust the spirit. You don't always need somebody to come to the rescue. Also, to you, Aries, right now, step back out of somebody else's situation. That is not going to be beneficial to you. Step back out of somebody else's situation. I don't care what your sister is going through, your best friend, your brother, your mom, your cousin, your co-worker. Back out of the situation. Redefine self, baby, and understand that's not your business. Even if they keep trying to make it your business, no. I need to sit this one out, sir. Okay? Because what is going to happen if you're not careful, that whole situation will turn around on you. Like you've said something, done something, like you've caused it, instead of just backing out. Like, now you got it. You got this. You'll be able to figure it out. Don't worry about it. Because you'll get all entangled in it, like, but I keep telling you to leave this motherfucker, and this motherfucker is like, can hear you because you on speakerphone, and now you can't even come back over to your best friend's house because she done did some dumb shit like that. Back out of people's situations, because you don't even know. That may cause a conflict or an altercation somewhere. Just relax, back out, let them handle it. For my Aries that are single, couple more months. For some of you, you're going to be meeting some people here shortly. Laugh again. Laugh again. And the more you mind your business, the more your business will mind you. And so learn to laugh again. Learn to love again. Learn to sit in your own greatness. Build with somebody. Know that it's okay to build with somebody and actually have a great conversation, and not having to drop your pants or pull your peens out. Even for my male Aries, please understand you're great enough. I want all of my males to understand, from all zodiacs, you don't have to just be Excuse me for any children that may be listening. This is a trigger. This is going to be foul language. Um, to my males, you don't always have to be somebody's dick. You're better than that. You are better than just being somebody's dick. Some of my males think that that's all they bring to the table and that's what they can do to be able to get what they need. You are greater than that. You have ability to be great and stand on your own 2 feet and get your own place and not have to move in with no motherfucking body to where you are running your own ship. Don't you want to know what that feels like? Everybody, Aries specifically, my males, you can do this, okay? For my Aries that are in relationships, some of you need to open your eyes up to some things that are going on because you're being blinded by love goggles, or you see it and you just turning your head to some things. But again, oh, I think that was said last month. Ooh, child, y'all about to, it's coming. It's getting ready to hit the head. For some of the things that didn't hit head, like some of you chose to look over whatever the situation is and that person is still lying to you. Now, some of these relationships need work. Let me just say that. I'm going to leave it at that, Aries. Scorpio, last but never, never, never least. We missed up finances for the Aries. Spirit says get more bang for your buck, Aries. You need to be conservative on your spending, but penny pinching is going to be serve you the best this month, okay? Because I feel like some of you are getting ready to move and you're going to need some extra money, okay? Yeah. So get more bang for your buck. Sometimes it's okay with going with a lesser price of something, Spirit says, okay? So Scorpio, last but not least. Good, because I got the pee. Ooh, Spirit says your intuition has never failed you. Why don't you use it? Keep your eye on some people. Use your discernment. Not everybody is who they seem. Listen, I've been keeping my eyes open to the good. I've asked Spirit about some people. Spirit ain't always gave me the best review, but, you know, sometimes things are okay still. You know, sometimes you got to just let people be them, and Scorpio, and then, you know, just handle people the way you should handle them. You know what I mean? And it's okay, Scorpio, to take a step back and just enjoy your own space and your own self. Sometimes you just want to walk around your house butt ass naked with an afro. Allow yourself to do that, Scorpio, and that goes for any other zodiac. But Scorpio, like, use your discernment. Know when it's time for you to sit down and take a step back. Some of the Scorpios are twins. There's a twin Scorpio somewhere. And they said, Spirit says, learn to take a step back sometimes from your own twin, from your own sibling. But it feels like there's a twin or something. But that will go for all the Scorpios as well. Like, learn to take a step back. Sometimes you do need to step back so you can reassess, because you step in and you step out. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, you put your left foot in, then you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, then you get pissed because you done gave somebody your fucking money. Shut up and sit down, Scorpio. God damn. You love to be needed, but then you hate to be needed. You need a reassessment of self too. Learn to reassess self and just relax. You ain't always got to be somebody's savior. You ain't always got to be Mr. Fix-It. Or Captain Save I Got It. No. You're going to have some interesting things come to you, and you'll be able to see how to handle it. You're going to have some different ventures or ideas pop up, or you're going to also close out some different things too, where you thought, this was going to be good, but then you've come to some sort of recollection or agreement within self where this may not be the best thing for me or person for me, so I'm going to back out of this. Dang. Yeah, okay. Well, Accept it for what it is, because you don't know, Scorpio. That acceptance of that may also bring in something better. And some of you, like myself, maybe just experienced that, where some things closed out and now some greater things are happening. So also learn how to sit down and be quiet a little bit and just accept what spirit has gotten for you. It don't always have to be the woe is me for you, Scorpio, as well. Sometimes it could be you're great, and when you see what the spirit has done for you, just allow yourself to sit in and be great in it and accept it for what it is. And you ain't always got to tell somebody something. Learn to sit quiet and enjoy what it is for you, because what's for you is for you. And sometimes you need to just sit and enjoy of it before you even share it with anyone else, Scorpio. Sit, and that's your thing for this month. Learn to sit in it, enjoy it, and be quiet about it before you share with anyone else. Some of you are pregnant and you're fearful of telling somebody else that you're pregnant, and you kind of want to enjoy it because you don't know what they're going to say about it. Listen, doesn't matter, Scorpio. Doesn't matter what they say. If you happy about being pregnant, I don't care if it's your fifth or your first, be sit in it and be enjoyment of it. Okay? Push yourself to the limit for the next 4 to 5 weeks, Scorpio, because when you do, you're going to see a resounding result from it. Things are going to like explode with greatness for you because of your drive and your tenacity. Now, there may be, I don't think it's going to be with me, but there may be a pullback of a couple relationships or a relationship from somebody specific in your life, Scorpio. And it could be a dating situation or a romance situation, because it just feels like you thought something was going to be good and it's not necessarily that. So you've decided to pull back a little bit. Please know that that's okay. You don't always owe somebody to be in their space. Some things need to be walked slowly, Scorpio. Okay, some things need to be walked slowly, but you have some really good things coming up. But it does feel like you're gonna have to let go of a couple things. But it doesn't feel like it's necessarily for the bad or to the bad, or it's gonna be like some public explosion, Quatita. It just feels like it's gonna be. I guess I step back from that. And that's gonna be okay, because when you do that, boom, something else will show up that you didn't even expect. For my singles, I want you to take what I just said as that, even inside of my singles, like take a step back from some things and allow spirit to work its magic and bring to you what you've been asking for, whether that's just somebody that you can just sit and communicate with, or whatever you've been asking for, allow spirit to bring that in. For my Scorpios that are in relationships, spirit said, if your two is 1 plus 1 is equaling 3 and you're in a relationship, your math is not mathing. You need to take a look at some stuff, because sometimes that 1 plus 1 is equaling 3 and equaling 4. That means your math is not mathing, and you need to look at it. Okay, whatever you feel in your mind, in your heart, you need to just kind of sit quiet and reassess some things, because sometimes 1 plus 1 is equaling 3. Okay. um some of my Scorpios in relationships need to stop trying to be the overseer of the relationships. If your relationship is not 50-50, there's an issue growing there somewhere. Some of you need to learn how to be in a relationship. And because you can't, like, again, I feel like I've said that before, but I don't know if I was talking to the Scorpio. You cannot run your household or your relationship like you would a business. You are not the boss. Learn to be quiet and sit down. There needs to be a 50-50 inside of this relationship here. Okay. um Learn to laugh and love again with the person that you are with. um and I don't know if it's you, Scorpio, or if it's the person you were with, or are with that threw that up. Like, oh, when I was with such and such, if a motherfucker's doing that, or if you're doing that, you are fucked up, or they are fucked up. Do not throw in anybody's face of a past relationship, because that's a relationship you should still be in, or shut the fuck up about it. I love you to life, Scorpio. As far as your finances go, there's gonna be it's gonna be a pickup. It's gonna be a little wavering, and then it'll be a small pickup, and then for some of you, it's gonna be a great pickup. I feel like finances come in from somewhere that you weren't not necessarily expecting. So make sure you're budgeting those things correctly, so you can sit on this and expand it or make it grow for you, Scorpio. Because I feel like there was like a decline, and now it's gonna come up a little bit, and then it'll come up again, and that would be like, okay, I'm good for right now. Don't lend out too much of your money. Stop rescuing everybody, Scorpio. Okay, so shout out to all of the zodiac, shout out to the deity, shout out to Mother Adina, shout out to Yehuda, shout out to my universe and to all of the multiverses. We send love to you. We ask that spirit go ahead and continue to open us up and bring forth all knowledge and information that we need. Open our eyes up, because there's many things that are happening. Remember what was said. Keep your eye on some of these people. Keep a great eye on some of the people that are in your space of existence that you know on a personal level, because not everybody is for you, okay? And not everybody is who it seems, okay? I love y'all to life. Gratitude. Peace.